Hi, I'm jheimbuck, the product manager for the testing group in the verify stage at GitLab. Today, I'll be previewing the work the team is doing for the upcoming 14.6 milestone. You'll find a link to the 14.6 kickoff page and to these items in the verify stage direction page with discussion of our future work in the comments below the video. You can always reach me at jheimbuck@gitlab.com or through comments with the group testing label on issues with the group testing label in the larger GitLab project. I'm already sharing my screen showing our planning issue for 14.6. In the 14.6 milestone, the team is continuing to focus on performance issues as part of our product investment theme in GitLab hosted first. Specifically, we're looking to address several build artifact related endpoints that are too slow that we found as part of our latest SLO review. A couple of those issues that I want to highlight. One of them is a bug around JUnit parsing is failing when a large number of files are uploaded. So if you have decomposed your test suite across many different test suites and are trying to upload a lot of JUnit XML at once, the endpoint can't handle it. So part of that is related to test report endpoint is often too slow. We think that we can solve for both of these at the same time, or solving one of them will solve the other. And we've previously talked about the SAX parser for Cobertura on other kickoffs. We've had to push that work back due to other higher priority issues, but it is an area where we want to dig in this milestone so that we can handle those larger Cobertura reports that we've talked about previously. I also want to highlight the work the team is starting on the project quality summary MVC. Gina and I have talked about this a couple of times on our kickoff calls. We're excited that the team is starting on creating the empty page so we'll be able to navigate to it, adding our test coverage data point, which we already have another view for, but also being able to introduce other features that we're going to highlight later. We think that as users, especially that executive persona, get to this page, they'll be able to see other features that we have. We know that awareness is a problem, especially around uploading test report data. We know that customers run tests, but you may not know that you can see a better detailed view of that test outside of the job log just by uploading the artifacts already created. So those are a couple of the problems in the areas that we're going to dig into in 14.6. And I also want to introduce the new product manager for testing, Robbie, who's going to be hosting this call going forward. Robbie, would you introduce yourself, and then we'll hand it off to Gina to talk about the research and design work that's happening in this milestone.
Hi, everyone. This is Robbie. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone and picking up the testing product suite to mature it and continue to build out features that are valuable to you. My background is in software engineering and also working as a solutions architect, helping customers use GitLab Enterprise at scale. So I'm excited to be coming internally and continuing the work with GitLab. And I'll hand it over to Gina now.
Thanks. Welcome, Robbie. We're really excited to work with you. On the design side, I'll share some of the issues that we're going to be working on for 14.6. So the first thing is research, which is kind of carried over from 14.5, which is around performance testing, job to be done, validation. And we'll have some really great insights that we're going to be pulling from the sessions that we run in 14.5. And they will provide us more information around the motivations and goals around performance testing. And it will help us move in our maturity bump that we have in 2022. The next one is around project quality summary, which James hinted at earlier. We've noticed that there's some gaps in the MVC design, so we wanted to kind of clear those up with this issue and some other issues, but this one's specifically about adding an empty state where we'll focus on providing different empty states for specific scenarios. For example, if a project does not have any testing features set up to be pulled into this page, we can provide guidance of how to do so. And then the future goal would be to bring awareness to testing features and provide instructions of how to set them up and explain why they would be helpful additions to the project. Finally, this last issue that we're bringing in is an area where we see a good amount of gaps in the current experience today around artifacts. And it's something that this issue is something we wanted to do in previous releases, as it provides more meaningful data around artifacts that would be important to take into consideration when taking an action upon them, like deleting them. So the problem we'd be solving is that it's difficult to manage your artifacts in the UI today, and adding more information to help make that decision would be something that we could do. And even providing bulk deletion would be another step to improve that area. That's the last one in the design section, so I'll pass it back to James.
Thanks, Gina. I'm really excited about those we've called it empty state of showing all the possible features. And even if we're not going to be able to introduce those to that project quality summary, calling out what they are to help drive awareness top down from those personas and gain valuable insights for the teams. And great work on that design. It's some of the best design work I've seen. Kudos. And also, as always, we welcome feedback through discussion on these issues, this video, or you can always email me at jheimbuck@gitlab.com about these or other issues in the testing backlog. I'll make sure to CC Robbie and Gina and let them know about your concerns as I transition over to my new team. Thank you so much. Cheers.